Each year, over 19 million people worldwide are diagnosed with cancer, and many of them had no idea anything was wrong until it was too late. What if your body is already sending you subtle warning signs? What if those everyday aches and unusual changes aren't just random, but could be the early whispers of something serious? The truth is, cancer doesn't always announce itself with obvious symptoms. Sometimes it hides behind subtle, unusual signs that are easy to ignore, until it's too late. But here's the good news. Early detection could literally save your life. Studies show that cancers caught early have survival rates of up to 90%, compared to much lower chances when diagnosed late. In this video, we will reveal to you 8 unusual signs that cancer might be growing inside your body, signs that most people overlook. Some of these may surprise you, but every one of them is backed by science. We will also tell you how you can differentiate between what's normal and what's not in each sign. Stick with me because this information could save your life or the life of someone you love. So, without any further ado, let's get started. 1. Unexplained weight loss. When you start losing weight without trying, your body might be sending you an urgent message. We're not talking about dropping a few pounds after starting a new exercise routine. Cancer-related weight loss typically means losing 10 pounds or more over 6 months without changing your diet or lifestyle. This happens because cancer cells are incredibly demanding, consuming your body's energy resources at an alarming rate. A 2019 study published in the Annals of Oncology found that unexplained weight loss was the second most common pre-diagnostic symptom across multiple cancer types. The key difference from normal weight fluctuations: this weight loss persists and often accelerates over time, regardless of how much you eat. If you notice your clothes becoming consistently looser without explanation, especially combined with fatigue, it's time for a checkup. 2. Persistent cough. Everyone gets coughs from time to time, but there's a specific type that deserves your immediate attention. A cancer-related cough typically lasts more than 3 to 4 weeks and often gets worse over time. It might include blood-streaked mucus or come with chest pain that extends to your shoulder or back. According to research from the British Journal of General Practice, nearly 60% of lung cancer patients reported a persistent cough as their first symptom. So, here's how to tell it apart from a regular cough. It doesn't respond to normal cough medicines, might wake you up at night, and could be accompanied by a hoarse voice or wheezing. Pay special attention if you're a current or former smoker, but remember that non-smokers can develop lung cancer too. 3. Unusual bleeding. Unexpected bleeding from any part of your body deserves attention, but certain types are particularly concerning. Blood in your stool that looks dark or tar-like, bright red blood in your urine, or unusual vaginal bleeding between periods or after menopause could all be early warning signs. A comprehensive study in the Journal of Clinical Medicine found that unexpected bleeding was the first sign in 30% of colorectal cancer cases. What makes it different from normal bleeding? The key is persistence and pattern. It typically occurs repeatedly and might worsen over time. Don't assume hemorrhoids are the cause without getting checked out, especially if you're over 50 or have a family history of cancer. 4. Changes in your skin. Your skin is your largest organ and often a reflection of what's happening inside your body. Regular skin changes happen all the time, like getting age spots gradually or seeing your skin tone shift with the seasons. But concerning changes have distinct characteristics. A worrisome mole typically looks asymmetrical, with irregular or poorly defined borders. The color might be uneven, with different shades of brown, black, or even patches of red, white, or blue within the same mole. Any mole larger than a pencil eraser deserves attention, and most importantly, any mole that's changing over time needs to be checked out. Other than that, changes like yellowing, darkening, or redness can be early indicators of internal cancers. For example, jaundice, or yellowing of the skin and eyes, is often linked to liver or pancreatic cancer. The key here is knowing your skin and spotting anything unusual. Cancer-related skin changes often come with other symptoms, like itching or pain, which makes them different from a regular rash or sunburn. The Skin Cancer Foundation emphasizes that checking your skin monthly for new or changing spots can drastically increase early detection rates. If you notice something off, see a dermatologist. They can perform a quick and painless biopsy to rule out anything serious. 5. Difficulty swallowing. That progresses. When swallowing becomes consistently challenging, particularly with solid foods, it's time to pay attention. This symptom, called dysphagia, might start subtly, perhaps with a sensation that food is getting stuck or taking longer to go down. A landmark study in the European Journal of Cancer found that progressive dysphagia was present in 85% of esophageal cancer cases before diagnosis. Unlike temporary swallowing difficulties from a sore throat, cancer-related dysphagia typically worsens over time and might be accompanied by weight loss or pain in the throat or chest. If you find yourself unconsciously choosing softer foods or liquids to make swallowing easier, consult your doctor. 6. Bone pain. Deep, persistent bone pain can be one of the most overlooked signs of certain cancers, particularly those that tend to spread to bones like breast, prostate, and lung cancer. This isn't your typical muscle ache or joint pain from exercise. It's a deep, constant ache that might start in one area and spread to others. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology found that bone pain was present in up to 45% of patients with advanced cancers that had spread to their bones. What makes this pain different? It often feels like a deep, throbbing sensation that tends to be worse at night and doesn't improve with normal rest or pain medications. The pain might be accompanied by swelling or tenderness in the affected area. Unlike injury-related pain that typically improves with time, cancer-related bone pain often becomes progressively worse. If you're experiencing persistent bone pain, especially if it wakes you at night or occurs in multiple areas, it's important to have it evaluated by a doctor. Before we continue, if you have been finding the video helpful so far, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need this life-saving information. And if you want more videos with tips and insights to stay on top of your health, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. 7. Unexplained night sweats. Night sweats that leave your bedding soaking wet can be a significant warning sign, particularly for blood cancers like lymphoma. We're not talking about getting a bit warm while sleeping. These are intense sweating episodes that often require changing clothes and bedding, even in a cool room. A comprehensive study in the Annals of Family Medicine found that severe night sweats were present in over 25% of patients eventually diagnosed with lymphoma. The key difference from normal nighttime sweating: cancer-related night sweats typically occur regardless of room temperature, aren't triggered by too many blankets or spicy foods, and often accompany other symptoms like unexplained weight loss or fatigue. They're usually described as drenching sweats that occur consistently over several weeks. Many people report waking up to completely soaked bedding, even in comfortable temperatures. If you're experiencing severe night sweats, particularly if they're accompanied by other symptoms like unexplained weight loss or fatigue, it's worth discussing with your doctor. 8. Changes in bowel or urinary habits. Significant changes in your bathroom patterns can be early warning signs of several types of cancer, particularly colorectal, bladder, or prostate cancer. These changes might include constipation or diarrhea that lasts more than a few weeks, needing to urinate more frequently or urgently, or noticing blood in your stool or urine. According to a large-scale study in the British Journal of Cancer, persistent changes in bowel habits were one of the earliest symptoms reported by colorectal cancer patients, often appearing months before diagnosis. What makes these changes concerning? Unlike temporary changes caused by diet or illness, cancer-related changes typically persist or worsen over time. You might notice your stools becoming consistently narrower, experiencing unexplained constipation that doesn't respond to dietary changes or laxatives, or feeling like you never completely empty your bladder. Pay particular attention if you notice dark or bloody stools, which could indicate bleeding in the digestive tract. For urinary changes, watch for increased frequency, especially at night, difficulty starting or stopping urination, or blood in the urine. Keep a diary of these changes to share with your doctor, as patterns can be important diagnostic clues. Your body is incredibly good at sending signals when something isn't right. Learning to recognize these signals and taking them seriously is one of the best things you can do for your health. While none of these symptoms definitively prove you have cancer, they're your body's way of telling you to pay attention and get things checked out. Remember, you know your body better than anyone else. If something doesn't feel right, trust your instincts and get it checked out. It's always better to have a doctor tell you it's nothing to worry about than to ignore a potentially serious symptom. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you or someone you know ever experienced any of these unusual signs? How did you recognize them? And what did you do next? Share your story with us in the comments below. It could help someone else. Thanks for watching.